62381. Okay, now we are doing another question. Uh, question number 11. Y is equal to x square sin x y is equal to x square sin x plus 2x cos x minus 2 sin x. So we have to take the derivative of this one. Y is equal to x square sin x plus 2x cos x minus 2 sin x. So dy upon dx. In the first term, there are two functions, x square and sin x. So we will use the formula u into v. So derivative of x square will be 2x into sin x will be remain as it is. So in the first term, there are two derivatives. There are two functions, u into v. So we'll take the derivative of the first function. X square will be 2x and sin x will be remain as it is plus the first function will remain as it is into the derivative of the second function. The derivative of sin x will be cos x. Here also there are two functions, x and cos x. So plus 2 is constant. The derivative of x is 1 into cos x plus derivative x will remain as it is. Derivative of cos x will be minus sin x. So minus will come over there and sin x. Now the third term, there is only one function, minus 2 is constant. The derivative of sin x will be cos x. Now we'll open it. 2x sin x plus x square cos x. 2 into 1 into cos x will be 2 cos x. 2 into x into sin x. So plus minus minus 2x sin x minus 2 cos x. Simplify this one. 2x sin x minus 2x sin x cancel 0. Plus 2 cos x minus 2 cos x 0. X square cos x is the answer. This is the final answer, x square cos x. Hamza Raza. So this is the final answer. Now from question 13 to 16, find ds upon d theta. So in this question, s is a function of t. So we have to find ds upon d theta. So I will do question number 15. From 13 to 16, you have to find ds upon dt because s is a function of t. So in this question, I am taking question number 15. S is equal to 1 plus cosec t upon 1 minus cosec t. So we will find ds upon dt. We will use the formula u upon v, quotient formula. Derivative of the numerator, derivative of this one will be, derivative of 1 will be 0 and derivative of cosec t will be minus cosec t cot t into the numerator 1 minus cosec t. Then minus derivative of the denominator. Derivative of 1 is 0 minus derivative of cosec t will be minus cosec t cot t. So minus into minus will be plus cosec t cot t into the numerator 1 plus cosec t numerator, here into denominator, here into numerator, and whole upon square of the denominator 1 minus cosec t whole square. Now we will open it. 0 minus cosec t cot t will be minus cosec t cot t. It is multiplied with 1. It will become minus cosec t cot t. It is multiplied with this one plus cosec square t into cot t. When it is multiplied with 1, it will become minus cosec t cot t. When it is multiplied with this one, so minus minus plus cosec square t cot t. Now minus 0 plus cosec t cot t will be equal to plus cosec t cot t. Minus into this one will be minus cosec t cot t. When it is multiplied with 1, it will become minus cosec t cot t when it is multiplied with this one minus cosec square t cot t whole upon 1 minus cosec t whole square. Further simplify, plus cosec square t cot t minus cosec square t cot t, they are cancelled. Minus cosec t cot t minus cosec t cot t, it will become minus 2 cosec t cot t whole upon 1 minus cosec t whole square. This is the final answer. This is the final answer. Minus 2 cosec t cot t upon 1 minus cosec t whole square. This is the final answer. Question number 25. Muhammad Asif Khan 62998. Question number 25. Find y double dash. That means the second derivative. So second derivative can be found by taking the first derivative and then derivative of the derivative will be the second derivative. Cosec x. Y is equal to cosec x a part and y is equal to sec x b part. We will do the one part. Y is equal to cosec x. Question number 25. Question number 25. Find y double dash. That means the second derivative. And we are given y is equal to cosec x. So the first derivative y dash minus cosec x cot x. This is the first derivative y dash. Now the second derivative y double dash. Now there are two functions. There are two functions cosec x and cot x. So we will use the formula u into v. So minus is common, that is outside. The derivative of cosec x will be minus cosec x cot x. The derivative of this one into the second function cot x. This is the second function. Then plus the derivative of the second function cot x will be minus cosec square x into the first function cosec x. The derivative of the first function cosec x derivative minus is common, that is outside. So the derivative of cosec x will be minus cosec x cot x into the second function cot x plus the derivative of the second function cot x will be minus cosec square x into the first function cosec x. Open the bracket, minus minus plus cosec x cot x will be cosec x cot square x, and this is minus cosec cube x cosec cube x. Cot square x will be changed into cosec x. You know sec square x plus 1 is equal to tan square x. Sec square x, sorry, tan square x plus 1 is equal to sec square x, and cot square x plus 1, cot square x plus 1 is equal to cosec square x. So cosec square x minus 1 is equal to cot square x. Cot square x will be converted into cosec. So cot square x will be equal to cosec square x minus 1 minus cosec cube x. This is the trigonometrical formula. Cot square x plus 1 is equal to cosec square x. So 1 is shifted on that side. The formula is cot square x plus 1 is equal to cosec square x. In the same way, tan square x plus 1 is equal to sec square x. If I shift on 1 on that side, so here will left cot square x is equal to cosec square x minus 1. So this is cot square x is replaced by cosec square x minus 1. This will be go on that side. So cot square x, if we shift 1 on the other side, minus 1. So cot square x will be equal to cosec square x minus 1. So that is replaced by cosec square x minus 1. So now we will open the bracket. This will become cosec cube x minus cosec x minus cosec cube x. So this is cancel. Minus cosec x is the answer. The second derivative is minus cosec x. The first derivative is minus cosec x cot x. The second derivative is minus cosec x. So that was question number 25. Question number 26. Find y fourth derivative of y. Find fourth derivative of y, where y is equal to minus 2 sin x. Okay, Muzammil Maqsood 64049. Question number 26. Understood this one? Have you all understood this one? Okay. We have to find if y raised to power 4 this 4 is in the bracket. So that means we have to find the fourth derivative. If there is no bracket, that means y raised to power 4. If it is written y raised to power n in the bracket, and n is a whole number, positive whole number, then this will be the nth derivative. That will be the nth derivative. If it is written y raised to power n, that is the power index. And this is the derivative, fourth derivative. If y raised to power 4 is written in the bracket or y raised to power n is written in the bracket, it means this is the nth derivative of y. Or that may be written as d4 y upon dx4. Y raised to power 4 in the bracket, within the bracket. So it means the derivative, fourth derivative of y with respect to x. Or that may also be written as 1, 2, 3, 4. That may be written in this way. When there are 4 dashes on the y, it means we have to find the fourth derivative of y. We will find the fourth derivative of y. So if you are finding the nth derivative, so you must have the n in the bracket. You must write n in the bracket. Is the fourth derivative, 4 in the bracket. Is the fifth derivative, 5 in the bracket. Sixth derivative, 6 in the bracket. So that means the sixth derivative. Otherwise, it will be considered as the power of y, not the derivative. Okay, the question is y is equal to minus 2 sine x. We'll find the first derivative, minus 2. The derivative of sine x will be cos x. The second derivative, minus 2 is constant. The derivative of cos x is minus sine x. This is minus minus plus 2 sine x. Then the third derivative, y triple dash, or we may write y raised to power 3 within the bracket. 2 is constant. The derivative of sine will be cos x. Now the fourth derivative. In this way, or you may write in the bracket. That also will be written y in the bracket 3. So the fourth derivative 2 is constant. Derivative of cos x will be minus sine x. So it will become minus 2 sine x. This is equal to y. Fourth derivative of y in this case is equal to y. The first derivative minus 2 cos x. The second derivative 2 sine x. The third derivative 2 cos x. The fourth derivative minus 2 sine x as the original function y. So minus 2 sine x. This is the fourth derivative. Now the tangent lines. We will find the tangent line of a curve. If this is a curve, suppose this is a curve. So at any point, the line touching this one, this is called the tangent. This line, the straight line is called the tangent line. At different point, it will be the different. For example, here is this one. Here maybe at this point, this is point P1. Is this one at point P2? Maybe just like that. So the different on the same curve at different point, the tangent line will be different. So this is called the tangent line. And the line perpendicular to the tangent line, this is called the normal. Here also we can find the normal line. This is tangent and this is normal. This is tangent line, this is normal line. Here also this is the tangent line, this is the normal line. So we have to find the equation of the tangent, equation of tangent line, and the equation of normal line when the equation of the curve is given and the point is given. Because at different points, the equations of the line and tangent will be different. Here the line is this way. Here the line is this way. Here the normal is this way. The normal is this way. At different points, the normal, the shapes of the tangent line and the normal line will be different of the on the same curve. Curve is same, but the points are different. So the point must be given and the equation of the curve must be given. Then we are able to find the equation of the line, tangent line, or equation of the normal line. Otherwise, we can't find. If the point is not given, only the equation of the curve is given, we can't find the equation of the tangent, because at different points, the equation of the tangent will be different. So therefore, we must be given two things. One, the equation of the curve, and the second thing, the point at which we have to find the equation of the normal and the equation of the tangent. Okay. So how to find the equation of the tangent and equation of the normal? Suppose we are given the curve y is equal to f of x. This is the equation of the curve. So first of all, we'll find the derivative. The first derivative, dy upon dx, that will be equal to f dash x. The first step, we will find the first derivative, dy, we will find dy upon dx. We will find dy upon dx. Then the second step, we will put the value of x. The point f, the p1 is given, x1, y1. This is the point is given at which we have to find the equation of the tangent. So p1 is given, we will find x is replaced by x1. This is the slope of the tangent line, m. This will be the slope of the tangent line. X is replaced by x1, f dash x1. x1, y1 will be replaced in this equation. we will find dy upon dx. Then in the answer, we will replace x and y to find the slope. Now after that, slope of the tangent, this is the slope of the tangent line. Now we will use the formula for the tangent line. Equation of the tangent line. Y minus y1, this y1 is equal to m. This is m, which we found by substituting, by replacing x by x1. X minus x1. And we will simplify this one. We will replace m by the value of this one. And y1 and x1 will be replaced by these values, these coordinates of p1. So that will
सर आपका माइक म्यूट है।
okay. First of all, we will take the derivative dy upon dx, that is equal to f dash x. We'll take the derivative. Then in the second step, we will replace x and y by x1, y1, the given point. And after substituting this one, we will get the answer that is called the m. M means the slope of the line, slope of the tangent line. That is m, f dash x. Now we will use the formula to find the equation of the tangent line. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. X1, y1 will be the point which is given, and m which we have found by taking the derivative. This will be the equation of the tangent line. We will simplify this one to find y is equal to something. So this is the equation of the tangent line. In the same way, we will find the equation of the normal line. If we are asked to find the equation of the normal line, then we will find the equation of the normal line. So y minus y1 is equal to, in place of m, we will write minus 1 upon m into x minus x1. Only the slope is changed. Here the slope was m. Here will be slope minus 1 upon m. This is the m, the same m. Minus 1 upon m into x minus x1. And we'll simplify this one to get y is equal to something. This will be the equation of the normal line. Equation of the normal line. This is the equation of the tangent line. This is the equation of the normal line. If you are asked to find the equation of tangent, you have to do up to here and then simplify this one only. There is no need to find the equation of the normal line. If you are asked to find the equation of the normal line, there is no need to find the equation of the tangent line. You will find the equation of the